Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Velga the Observer, and I've got a lot of mushrooms here. A lot of mushroom themed, I guess you could call them creatures, but they're sort of just props. Depending on whose side you're on, I guess. These could either just be things being idle in the background, and they could also interact with you. Maybe attack you. So this one's a mushroom, a big one, a mushroom that's burst out of a piece of like a log. It's got feet coming out of it, lots of feet. And the idea that I had for this one, I did write shambles. And what I mean by that is it's not supposed to like run towards you. It's supposed to just like shamble towards you like a toddler. This one's it's got borrowed tentacles. So this one's actually stationary. It's the cap of this mushroom's got a mouth with teeth, and it's got tentacles underground, and it attacks you with the tentacles, so it can sort of dig and attack you with it. And this one, the mushroom is actually the victim of this worm, this fat baby worm, and it spits at you. So the actual enemy is not the mushroom itself, but the worm. And this one, it floats, kind of like a jellyfish, and it spreads spores from these lumps with holes in the center. This one, sort of like an anglerfish. It's attached to this freaky looking tree branch, and it's got this bulbous thing with teeth on it, and this smelly protrusion that looks like a lotus. I don't know what it's called, that thing that comes out of lotuses. It's smelly, and if something sticks to it, like a little rodent, and this bulb will suck it up towards it, and then the teeth will bite into it and eat the thing that bit into the smelly bit. And this one's actually a decapitated human head with mushrooms growing out of the sides, and it flies. Hey, it's freaky. So I'm not going to color all of it, because I don't think we'll have much time to do that. So instead, I think let's just... Oh, what is this? Ah, okay. Never mind that then. We'll keep this one hidden. Let's group this together and call it line art. Okay, now put that out of the way, and we're gonna start with I really want this one to look sort of smoother than usual. I think I can use the gentle drawing dust brush now. Let's go with like a grayish beige color. That's too big. Okay, this should be better. And I don't really want to try to be... I want to try to be more loose, because I have the outlines supporting me. So I don't think I should be all that strict when it comes to the coloring. So if stuff spills a little bit, I think that's okay. And the cap, what color should the cap be? You know what, let's put it on a different layer, just so we can decide later. Quickly block it in. Some bits are showing through, doesn't really matter. I like it when bits of the background show through, because I haven't been perfect with shading this. It's fine. Okay, get this part here. I'll probably do two. So I'm doing one right now, and I'll do a second one. And that'll be it, because the way I'm going to be shading all of it, it's about the same. So you're like watching me shade using different colors is all. But just so you know how it's done, I'll be showing you how it's how I'm gonna do it for two of the mushrooms. Shade, 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 shade. I mean, color. Not shading it. Okay. Let's see if we can decide now. The color of the cap. This looks actually nice. What if it's brighter? I don't know about brighter. Okay, I think that's okay. Let's go with like a green, a cool green. Don't know if this is a natural color that can go together with purple, but let's try. Okay. Get this one. Oops. This one. And the last one. Now let's see if we can, I think, no, that's not a lump. Okay, this is better. So I think we can merge this now. Merge all of it together, in fact. Oh, maybe not the cap. Not the cap. We can now do the... Let's continue with the legs. So these are legs. A lot of them touch the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touch the ground, and a lot of the others are not touching the ground, so they're sort of like a imperfect, mutated, and just dead weight. They're sort of just dangling, but it's kind of cool like that. It's freaky, like an imperfect alien. Kind of scary, actually. Let's get this one too. It's too small though. Let's go bigger. That spilled a little too much. Okay. Clean it up. What else? This one. Let's get this one. Straight line, straight line, straight line. Okay. Where else? Okay. 2 more. So there's one closer to us and there's one leading away from us. This is the one that's closer. Let's move on to the log. What's this? It's empty. Delete that then. For the log, let's go with an orange color for now. Because I'm not really sure what kind of the color of the log I like. Maybe like a dark orange kind of a color. Like dark brownish red, like burnt sienna. This is too small. Okay, this is better. Ugh, it's so hot. It's so hot. The sound we hear, it's me using my fan because it's so hot. Okay, this part too. Okay, we're almost done with the log. About halfway there. It's too much over here. Okay, better. Let's do the big parts first before we squeeze into these little crevices. It's big brush time. Big brush. Okay, now we go smaller so we can squeeze into these little sections here. It's just too tight for the big one. So we're going small. Oh, I need to fill this in with the mushroom color. Continue with the log first though. Okay, there we go. Back to the mushroom. Okay, fill this in. Okay, good. Now, let's darken this. That looks about right. Too bright though. Let's see if we can. I don't know. Actually, yeah, let's go with this. What if making them more saturated? No, darker. Yeah, let's go with this. What now? Oh, I moved to the bedroom because it was so hot outside. Okay, so two things I did. I changed the color of the cap to this spooky bluish purple color, and I darkened the log and lowered the saturation so it looks more gray. I wonder if I should change this. Should I? Nah, let's leave it dark. Okay. I think we can... Okay. Let's take this color and just darken it a bit more on the gray side. And let's use that for the shading. It's way too small. So this is clipped to the cap layer. So it's not gonna go outside the cap. Get this one too. What else? It's not dark enough. There. And now we can lower the opacity. Excuse me. Let's add some shadow here. You know what? That shadow is kind of too thick. That's much better. What color am I using? Why is it not as dark? Oh, I see. It's because I used a different shade of... I used a different tone. It's darker. So let's do that again. Because I lowered the brightness just now. Using the brightness slider. What happened there? Okay, so I'm just going to add some intense-ish greens. It's pretty much the same color, just darker on the lower part because light's coming from above. More on the gray side now, but not everywhere. Just a touch of gray on all of them. Oh, maybe not all of them. A little bit of brightness. Intense saturated brightness. Because if you go straight up white, it's going to make it look sort of more translucent. But if you use these intense colors for the highlights, it will make it seem more of like a big chunky object. Okay, shade it a bit with that intense saturated color. These wrinkles needs to have some shade to them. The wrinkles. Let's go with more of a brightness now. Somewhere on the top. And that's actually too intense. Okay, let's go smaller. Okay, looking good. Let's move on to the body now. Let's alpha lock this. Take that color. Okay, now we have a color that's darker that we can use for these wrinkles. So I'm still doing it the same way I've been doing for, I don't even know how many videos now. Must have been at least 2. So I'm shading it using normal layers, not unlike multiply or color burn or linear burn layers. Although I will use those later towards the end. And I'm using my own brush. It's like a pencil-y, scratchy, dusty textured brush pack. And now it's a bit of a shame to lose all that definition. I don't even know if you can call it definition, but all that detail that I just did. So I think I'll use a multiply layer now. Yes, to darken it. Yes, looks good. Darken it here, where it goes into the log. Oh, that little stroke looked good. Sometimes when that happens, you're supposed to just say thanks to whichever god did that for you and keep it. Don't hit undo. Don't add another brush stroke, just keep it. Okay, this is looking good actually, already. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it better using this color dodge layer. I have a glow brush down here. Let's use a frosted glow. Okay. Ooh, that's too big. So having the green, you could call these pimples, I guess, huh? Because it's just coming out of the mushrooms. Having it glow is interesting because it makes it look like they're poisonous. Like if you make them pop, you're dead. So that's interesting. Not make all of them glow though. Let's leave some of them, not attract any attention. But let's also see if we can apply that greenish glow to the other parts of the mushroom. Okay. Is that too much? I think this is good. Wait, undo. No, this is better. Right, let's go back to shading. We were going to do the log now. Oops, I meant to alpha lock this instead. I feel like I've darkened it a bit much, actually. But anyway, let's see what happens if we just go with this darkness. I'm just going to shade some of the, what can you call this? The texture of the tree bark. Because it's also got this, all these wrinkles to it. Okay. This part is actually a bit of the tree trunk on the inside that's showing through. So the tree bark itself has sort of dried out and split open in the ends. Kind of like this. Let's see if I can show you. There. Kind of like this. So in this one, the bark is, well, not the bark, the inside of the tree is showing on the side. It's like protruding out. Okay, for the inner part of the bark, Let's add a brighter color. Over here as well. We're also okay. Here and here. Here. Oh. Here. And here. This part too. And this. Okay, I think we can now add some different a darker tone of this same color, just to not make it look all that cartoony. A redder shade even would be good. Let's go with more of a gray now. It's looking kind of saturated. Although I don't know if it works well. Not sure. Let's go with a dark now, but not full opacity. Maybe down here. And here. Okay. Let's add another layer, clip that below, and now I think we can do the bright parts. Okay. A bit much. Okay, that's better. So there are wrinkles all over the bark, right? So, and other than the bark itself, must having different colors on them naturally. Just having all those indentations from the wrinkles and protrusions should make them catch different amounts of lights. So you get some parts that are brighter and some parts that are darker. And it's just like that throughout the whole picture. So it's good if you just learn how to do that fast, like I'm doing now. And if you understand it well enough, you don't have to master it like you're sort of a master of light or something. But if you understand it enough, you can sort of just get away with, well, at least when you're good enough, you can sort of just get away with what seemingly just adding a bunch of random brights and darks all over the place. Because if you spend 5 minutes thinking about where the shadows and the lights should be compared to if you were to spend 15. Well, it won't really look much different anyway, unless you spend like 5 hours on it, you know. So it's best to just get it over with quick. See, that's looking better already. Although for this one, I think we can just gray it out. Yeah. This part too. Yep. So I wonder if a multiply layer would work well here. Let's try shading the bottom. Let's go bigger. Ooh, looks cool. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's darken this part in the back. Add some more intense darks on the wrinkles, but not all of them. Here, here, here. Let's see if we can go dark again. No, let's make another multiply layer here and see if we can go real dark now at the bottom. That looks quite nice. Let's go with color dodge. See what happens if we use obscure glass. Oh, that's coming out nicely. Let's go closer to, that was actually nice, this, but too much. So let's do that again. Add it here and there, because the surface of a tree, of tree barks, should be textured anyway. So having a little bit of texture should be good. I was using this, I believe. Let's bring out, oops. That's too white. Still too white. Okay. Yellowish thingy tone is better. Now, I really want to bring out this part where the bark sort of just exploded outwards though. Maybe we can try linear dodge. Yep. Linear dodge is the way. Although it's looking kind of overly intense, so we're going to have to adjust by lowering the opacity. There. Nice. I wonder if we can add some texture to this cap here. Do I have anything I can use? Let's try some of my own random circles. Let's try warp. I think we can erase out some. That looks nice. What if we duplicate? No. Okay. Can we do something else to the legs? I think we can. Go back to hand drawing. Choose a brighter color. Ah, so small. Okay. Let's bring it up all the way here. This brightness. And shade the legs. I mean, highlight the legs. Especially the top part, because the light's coming from above, coming directly down. Okay, that's it for one. Okay, so for the second mushroom, I'm not actually sure which one I'm gonna do, but did I just group this together? Okay. Okay. So that's mushroom number one. I think I'm going to quickly do this one now. The color should be Bilbo's quill? Oh no, hang on. Where is it? Hand drawing, gentle drawing dust. I kind of want this color, but more on the it should have a little touch of blue. So this is looking too green. I want it to have a little bit of blue. So this little part here sticking out on top, the idea of it is, so this used to be stuck on a tree or a bark or something, and then it detached once it's matured, and it's now floating around in the forest, spreading spores. Okay, this part. Now we're going to go do the tentacles. Okay. Although I wonder if I should just figure out the color of this thing. Now, clip that below. A little bit of this. Yeah, this is good. So merge. Now, I can do the tentacles. Squidward tentacles. Okay. Probably not bright enough. Something closer to something very bright. I was about to say closer to white, but something very bright might be more appropriate. Because I'd like this to resemble a jellyfish. A jellyfish. Okay, now let's modify. See if we can. Okay, that looks ghastly. Quite nice actually. I like that. Take that color and go darker. Oh, hang on. Okay, this is good. Almost look like these things. Like eyeballs and eyelids. That one's kind of like a nipple. Little wrinkle here. Okay. I think we can go darker still. Yeah, let's go darker. And I think we can really push how dark it gets in certain areas. Still darker. Like that. it looking too textured now. Let's see if we can just blend to smooth it out a bit. Okay. Adding some saturation, because later I'm going to be adding some glows using the color dodge layer, and I think it will look very good after I've added these more intense parts. Okay, almost white for these parts here. Okay. Adding a little bit of highlight to the quote eyelids here, just to bring out the bulge, because it's supposed to like bulge out like lips. So what I'm doing is sort of like I've made a mess and now I'm tidying it up. A little bit of a generic glow. And then we add a concentrated glow. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Now, let's add a color dodge layer. Frosted glow. I think this one will look good. Might not be dark enough. Yeah, it's not dark enough. Let's just sort of draw the glow only in the center parts. Hang on. What if we make the center part glow, like really glow? Okay, now let's try adding a multiply layer. Sand shader. sure. On the outside. It's not dark enough. Let's go smaller now. Okay, so for the tentacles, let's alpha lock this. Go back to gentle drawing dust. You know what, I think we can just add a multiply layer now. Yep. Let's go darker. So like that. No, let's make a rectangle and fill it in with like gray. Although we can probably darken it there. So it's supposed to spread. Let's name this one fixes. It's supposed to spread spores. Gentle drawing dust, static. It's too small. Let's do that again here. Okay, I think this looks quite nice. Let's see if we can change its color. So clip that below, merge and turn this into color dodge or linear dodge. Maybe we can blur this one. Oh, sorry, it's alpha locked. So duplicate, turn off alpha lock, and now we can try to blur it. Okay, what if we motion blur? Okay, seems better. No, this is good. Okay. So this is mushroom number 2. Still looks good with the background turned off, which is nice. I changed my mind. I think I'll disable this. Just get rid of it completely. Hang on. Where's the other mushroom? And also this. I don't want. Okay, so for, I guess, the third mushroom. Okay, that's mushroom number 4. I don't think I'll actually keep this gray square. I'll get rid of the thingies too. The smoke coming out of it. See, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, what now? What now? I think I'll... Hang on. Hand drawing. Gentle drawing dust. I think I'll actually do this one. Okay, this is a big brush, but not bad for sort of blocking in these little, not bad for blocking in accurately because we don't have many curves here to begin with. I really like flat brushes. They're much better than round ones. And if I really wanted to use something with a more rounded shape, I prefer an oval brush. I think the only occasions where I like to use round brushes is probably just, I don't even know, for hair, I guess? Little strands. Or for like fluids. Okay, I need to erase using that same brush. Fluids, I guess, as I was saying, sweat, slime, goo, mucus. Sometimes they're good for shading, for shadows, on the more airbrushy looking type of drawings. This one's going to be simple. I don't even know if I'm going to be shading the wood. I don't know, the tree branch that this thing is attached to. This little thing is supposed to be smelly. Okay. Okay, let's try erasing this part here. Okay. Now that's actually looking kind of dark. I'd like it brighter. Okay, let's go with this. Alpha lock, change the color of these teeth. Although I wonder if they should be darker. Like a dark color. Like a gray. Yeah, I think this is better. Don't want it to look too human. Still like it to look somewhat like fungus. If I gave it white teeth, it would look very human. And giving it teeth to begin with is already enough, I think. So they don't need to be white. And this part is also a tooth. Let's go darker a little bit. These ones in the back, dark. Okay. Let's go darker now. Although, you know what? I think I'll go darker later. Let's go bright now. I'll just go darker using a multiply layer. Later. So rectangular highlights seem to go nicely for this. Oops. Accidentally deleted that one. With a palm touch. Let's look for a pale green. Okay. Let's go for a dark red down here. Not all that saturated though. This part, these orb looking things, I would like to be saturated, looking very red. Okay, now we go really dark. And then we do it again, so it's even darker. Now we go very bright. No, that doesn't look good. I think I'll do it again later using can you dodge layer? Okay, brighten this up just a little. The inner part of the openings here. Okay, to make that brighter. Now I think it's time for a multiply layer. Wonder if this will be, no, it's not dark enough. Okay, this is nice. Okay, a bit much there. Darken some of the teeth. Okay. This part down here too. You know what? Let's go darker here. Darker in the back. Very dark. Very dark in the back. Just to really push that depth. Like they're really back there. So I think erase the one up here. Okay, looking quite nice. Now we make a selection right about here, and then we feather it. We increase the brightness of that portion over there. So we get like a nice soft gradation of shadows. Why? Because shadows are not always the same darkness all over the place. Now this texture, I'm not really feeling it. So I'm gonna cancel that. Let's go for a linear dodge layer now. And okay. Should go for no, the airbrush one might be good. Yeah, that looks nice. Makes it look like a legit ball, like an orb. There. That's good. Now, for the branch, I think I'll just go with the pale green. And just about give it some color. Just about give it some color. Just so it's not so awkwardly uncolored. Just like this. Okay. Make another one. Let's have this go darker. And then below it. Okay, let's go bigger now. And just shade it. Okay. Oops, man, I hate it when that happens. It detected my palm and not the Apple Pencil. Okay, this is kind of messy, so lots of stuff. Lots of the color is just spilling out of the outlines, but hey, it's okay. That's fine now. So we're gonna group that together as one separate color layer. I think, I don't know, this could be good enough. Okay, we might have more time here now. More gentle drawing dust. Okay, this might be a good skin color. So that's skin. Although I think we can darken it. This is it's a bit hard to see because the background is white and the skin color is light. It's like a pink. So we're gonna darken it. Increase the saturation, darken it some more. Let's go with a more brownish color. So the mushrooms, the shape, I mean the color of these mushrooms will go on top. Just carefully, not really, but carefully color, staying within the outlines. Okay, good. So that's one side. Fill in the rest. So this thing is sort of like wings. It allows this head to fly. You got another mushroom growing out the side. Hang on, let me just make sure. Okay, so they're sort of right on top of each other. Just keep on coloring inside the lines. Ooh, did it again. Annoying. Okay, let's go bigger now. A separate layer for the hair. And for the hair, I'm thinking like a bluish, oops, like a bluish dark gray. Okay, just still looking in the hair color. And I feel like a lot of time is wasted on figuring out what kind of color I want for each thing. So if I have it figured out, it saves a great deal of time. Like I sort of knew that I wanted like a dark, pretty much just black hair. But you never really get black hair in real life. It's always, even black hair is actually dark brown, very, very dark brown. But it often does look like it's blue. I don't even know how that works, but it's true. Dark hair can often look blue. Okay. A little bit spilled actually here. Okay. Go darker. I'm gonna try something. I wonder if I can just sort of make selections in certain areas. And then feather it. And then increase the brightness there. Does that look weird? It looks quite okay for now. Okay. This isn't going to look like the best skin I've ever made. By the way, it's just a sketch. Okay. So the facial expression is sort of like groaning in pain or sadness. Okay, let's go for a bigger size now. Like this. Let's go warmer now, closer to red. For some parts, like the corners of the lips, maybe even inside the nostril. Now we take that same tone and we go warmer in places where blood flows more. It's usually on more fragile parts of the face. It's like in the nose, around the eyes, lips too, cheeks and the chin. Okay, let's go more saturated now even. take some of that dark and go warmer, like a more reddish hue. And also introduce a bit of this brightness back into the shadows. Okay, let's go darker, a bit more orange. Somewhere here. Ooh, it's too much. Okay, now we have done a lot of mid-tone. Now it's time for highlights. Although I think before highlights, okay, hang on. Usually, let's go for a more pinkish upper lip. With white teeth. And then for a pinkish upper lip, but darker for the lower lip. Hang on. Is it actually darker, the lower lip? No, I just looked in the mirror. The upper lip is actually darker than the lower lip, so we're gonna add that to the lower lip for now. And go darker for the upper lip. That white teeth just disappeared on me. Hang on, I'm gonna reapply it. Okay. Darker around the edges, the inner parts of the lip going into the inside of the mouth. And let's add some highlights, super small highlights. There. Hang on, we can go brighter in some spots. Around the upper part of the lip, it's often brighter. Okay, the nose too. Let's make a smaller, stronger highlight there. Around the edges of this bulge here where the chin is. That's good. Let's brighten this part here below the nose. In between the cheeks and the lips. It's pretty much the area below the nose and above the upper lip. Go for a very black color for the inside of this nostril. It's like a darker skin color. Not really all that perfect, but whatever. It's just a sketch. Darker eyebrows. Let's give some grayness here. What else we can do? I think it's time for the linear dodge layer. I think we can stay with using this gentle drawing dust. Ooh, that looks kind of fabulous. Although this is supposed to be more of a scary design. But okay, let's go with that for now. Okay. I wonder if we can introduce some warmth actually. Let's use this one. Soften brush pressure and add pinks onto some parts using the multiply layer. It's actually too pink, or is it? Hang on. Well, that's nice. What if we lessen the saturation? Nope. Okay, let's darken it even more. Too much. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect. So let's go back to the linear dodge layer. Maybe we can go like a darker red. Nah, let's go yellow. There. Good. Looking good. Time for the hair. Let's alpha lock this. This should be easy. Let's just go really dark now. Oops, wrong brush. Gentle drawing dust. Let's go a little bigger. Okay. Let's actually just go straight up black, but not 100% opacity, so right down here. So more of a highlight part now. I think we can switch to where is it? Narrow. No, let's go wide. Rectangular pressure texture tilt wide. That's a long name. It's a mouthful. But it's what it is. Let's go smaller again. Okay. Also for this, add, let's go for frosted glow. Coming from above and below. There. Enough of the mushrooms. Let's alpha lock this. Gentle drawing dust. Let's take the color of this one. Hang on. Okay. So these little wrinkles and indentations are supposed to attract shadows. Well, not attract. It's supposed to be where shadows are supposed to be naturally. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again, because you really have to be, you really would have already watched all of my videos for you to remember everything I say about art, but let's say the whole plane that you are looking at is actually equally lit, right? It's coming from the same direction. How can you determine if some parts need to be darker than the rest? Well, it's easy, especially for wrinkled surfaces like this. The indentations are sort of further away from us, therefore darker. And since they are indentations, they're not like flat, open surfaces, right? They are indentations. They are sort of collapsing into itself, so less light can penetrate, so therefore being darker. Hang on. Okay, introduce back some of the color of there. Mushroom into the darkness. No, I think we can go. Wait. Just get this right. Now, I think we can go even darker in some parts. Although I think it will be better on a multiply layer. Where is it? Multiply up here. It's not dark enough. This one, hang on. Okay, this is better. Let's see what color that is. So this color, we're gonna color pick clear and turn that back into multiply. Now we can add it back. See, that's a nice thing about the multiply layer. It's preserving all the detail that's already there beneath while making it darker. If you just picked like a darker color and did it on a normal layer for the shadows, it would sort of get rid of all that detail, because it's just stacking paint on top of paint over and over. Oops. Okay, this one belongs here. Hang on. Okay, let's do it here. No. Oops. Okay, let's do it here. And now let's smudge. Looking to, I need it to just be vague. Okay. Okay, let's try a linear dodge layer now. Using, where is it? Let's try frosted glow. Ooh, too big. Okay, now I think we can go above everything on a linear dodge layer. Use one of my favorite Procreate brushes called the light pen. Where is it? Oh, let's just go here. That looks fantastic. Notice how I'm staying inside of the outlines, because if I go on top of the outlines, they'll go away. So I'm staying inside. Because if I make it go on top of the outlines, then you won't know where it ends, where the picture begins, you know, from the background. So I'm staying inside of the outlines. Okay, let's go on top of the hairdo. Okay. Here as well. Okay. I think what's missing now is actually the color of that spine down here. Kind of freaky, but let's just get it over with. I think it can be very simple. Let's just go for like a yellow color here. Let's go dark, just so I can see, because otherwise it's too bright. Can't differentiate between the spine and the background. Doesn't have to be all that tidy. Some stuff spilling out's fine. Let's alpha lock this. This too. And here. Although I think over there we can go significantly darker. There. Okay, perfect. So we've done 4. I don't really want to do the rest on camera, otherwise this would be torturous for you to watch. So I'm gonna do this one and this one off camera, and you can look at it in my portfolio. Don't know if it will be today though. Probably in several days it will be on my portfolio. So I'll leave a link down below to my ArtStation, so you can go and check it out. And anyway, that's it for this week's video. I hope you learned something. I did try to explain as much as I could about my thought process that goes into all this. I'm actually quite happy with the way this turned out. And before I forget, I'm going to add something actually here. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nah, let's add it on the wrinkles. There. That's good now. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to just ask down below in the comment section below, and then I'll do my best to answer. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like and subscribe so that I may pop up again in your recommendations sometime in the future, where you can watch more videos like this. Okay. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.